So guys, the server is kinda messy right now. And we have this purple ugly auto black server that Ren totally didn't place. So B-dubs, I mean the divine gaze of the people of Hermitcraft, calls Rendog to become the leader, the monarch, the overseer, the builder, and the Ito! And the king of the server. So, hermits, sounds good? Yeah. And I'm definitely not be making a revolution here. Yup. I mean, there's literally no one here who expect me to cause another war, right? Well, I'll be heading to my vacation now, so bye! It's not starting a revolution. Yup. Oh no. So yeah, Hermitcraft. And now the server went from being democracy, communism, capitalism, and now an absolute monarchy that is kinda inspired from Game of Thrones. After the events of the Diamond Pillar Race kind of war incident, it left a lot of mess. Diamonds here, pillars there, this hot guy Hawkeye everywhere. Hawkeye! Hot guy! Ooh, hot guy. Me? After the chaotic events of the Diamond Pillar Race, the server is now plunged into deep inflation, caused by the influx of diamonds in the server. The race also caused the community area to become messy and disorganized, as well as a shopping district being inaccessible and having no road system. With this, a certain guy by the name of Rendog went ahead and constructed infrastructure and laid down roads for the community. King! This good deed for the server caught the attention of B-dubs, who wanted the server to be beautiful and organized. And so, he had this brilliant idea of having a server king, similar to Season 7's mayor, to become the leader of Hermitcraft. I mean, in Season 7, someone rising to power already didn't start a revolution, right? What could go wrong? B-dubs approached Ren by transforming his monolith into a king's tower above, while also housing an exile below, Ito! And he offered Rendog the title of becoming king. And the last time Ren became king was in their life, where he went mad. And with that not in mind, Ren agreed. But to make it official, B-dubs organized a coronation for the hermits to kinda democratically elect Rendog as a king, when in reality, B-dubs was the one behind it all. And as B-dubs uttered some eloquent posh words, the hermits witnessed His Royal Highness, Rendog, be crowned as their king with this small crown. What? After the coronation, King Ren announced his first decrees by ordering everyone to surrender their diamonds to the pit, and trust him in redistributing them to the whole server. Some hesitated, like Doc M, who didn't surrender his diamonds, not recognized Ren as his king, and declared himself and his base, the perimeter, independent from Ren's kingdom. But with some sweet words and convincing, some of the hermits eventually agreed to His Highness' cause, and obeyed their king by throwing their hard-earned diamonds to the pit. This act is King Ren's way of consolidating power in the server, and also his way for fixing the server's diamond-driven economy. Later on, King Ren constructed a site in the middle of the community area, called Server Quests, which by the name implies, it is dedicated for handing out quests for the hermits, to do and earn diamonds in a very unique way. This sort of RPG questing system is King Ren's way of redistributing the diamonds as well as making the hermits to do some community work. With King Ren becoming more an important person in handling the server, he needed a bigger place to assert his dominance in the server. He assigned his royal architect, and also his sort of right hand, B-dubs, to construct a castle fit for the king. While B-dubs is building the castle, King Ren also constructed a new building called the Ark of Champions, which dedicated for acknowledging the hermits' efforts in the quests, and in keeping track of their hard work. When the king's castle was finished, King Ren has placed his dominance over the server with this move, placing him at the center of the server's current affairs. King Ren's dominance is shown in the amount of wealth he amassed in the pit. he's not currently one of the richest hermits in the server. Well, not really, since these diamonds are not technically owned by Rendog himself, since they're all surrendered to the crown. The crown symbolizing the king, but King Ren refers to it as the royal coffers, which is basically like the king's pocket money. But if the royal coffers are to deplete, it will be only a matter of time before his dominance will diminish, and the hermits will eventually start to revolt, and quite possibly plunge the server into another war. And wars in Hermitcraft are usually started in the most random ways as possible. Simple signs, someone stealing something, or by this random guy right here, who might even convince this guy to come back and somehow start an epic comeback of starting a revolution. But as of now, Grian's opinion of King Ren is somehow positive, and he wants to avoid starting another revolution in his hands, and wanted to be just an ordinary citizen. Yup, totally. Well, sadly, thankfully, he's still on vacation, and quite possibly, he may have some ideas in mind. Although the threat of someone starting a revolution right now is very low, King Ren is currently showing signs of some controversies, like the king's favoritism to B-dubs, him flaunting diamonds in his clothing and builds, and his request for a very expensive netherite throne, which might give a bad taste to his subjects. As of now, it seems like King Ren's reign will continue to prosper as his subjects remain faithful and loyal to him. But the threat of a revolution will be still looming in the corner, especially with someone by the name of Gobfan causing chaos with the hot potato quests. And also, there's the matter of the independent state of the perimeter, which is probably equally as rich as Ren's kingdom, and quite possibly even more powerful, especially with Dog's overpowered machinery that is capable of destroying anyone.
Hello.
Hot guy!